Hello guys, so today I'm going to be doing a Q&A. I had posted on my Instagram a Q&A, and so I cherry picked some of the questions and they are all in here and I will be answering them. So the first question, let's see. Okay. Also with the questions, I did white out the usernames just in case people didn't want their usernames being exposed or something. I don't know. I feel like that was respectful. The first question I got is, what is something you want to accomplish by the end of the year? Something I want to accomplish by the end of the year would probably be beauty school, or at least start beauty school by the end of the year, because that was my plan for starting this January, but things didn't work out correctly. I feel like I researched a little too late, and I found out how expensive it is, and I feel like I'm not that committed and motivated to finish that at the moment. So right now I'm just focusing on other things. First question is done. Close our eyes and pick another one. This is so fun. I like printed these out and put them in this little basket. Okay. Ooh, okay, I found this question and I really liked it. So it is, if you could be a pony in My Little Pony, what kind of pony would you be? There's Pegasus, Pony, Unicorn, Alicorn. I feel like I definitely have to just go with Alicorn because first of all, you get to fly, which is like the main thing. And you would also have a unicorn horn, so I mean, you kind of get both in one pony. I would definitely try to rizz up Rainbow Dash. My fattest crush actually, besides Rainbow Dash, was definitely King Sabra. He was my favorite villain, and he's probably my favorite pony ever. I know he's like, you know, he's like a bad guy, but he is so badass. And like, there was this animation that I was obsessed with here. If I could put up a clip, that shit was so hard.
Have you forgotten whose domain you are in?
I care not what dark pacts you've made. You will fail!
It seems even the gods lack purity in their hearts.
I always loved Rainbow Dash. She was my favorite. And also I feel like my cutie mark would probably be like a crawfish or something, which I don't even know what that would mean. Why would my cutie mark be a crawfish? I think that literally is a perfect portrayal of me. Just one image, it's a crawfish. Bro, I don't know. The cutie mark was not part of this question, but I feel like I had to add that in there because, like, are you kidding me? What would my cutie mark be? Definitely a crawfish, duh. Next one. Let's see. Ooh, okay, so high school experience. Okay, so my high school experience, I didn't go to public school. I did online school all of high school because like starting the end of 8th grade, I like fell into a huge depression / like anxiety. I literally just like wouldn't go to school freshman year. I was supposed to, and I kept missing days and missing days because I had way too much anxiety, and I think that just really, I was like contemplating dropping out of school in total. So my mom was like, okay, last resort, like you can do online school. So we looked into some schools and I found one luckily that made me be able to work at my own pace. And with all that time alone that I got from being homeschooled was like very awakening. Like I found myself, I got out of my depression and anxiety because I had time to do therapy, I had time to work on myself. It was probably the best decision, one of the best decisions I've ever made in life, to be honest. Thank you for this question, by the way. That's a really good question. Next. Oh, one fell out. Okay, I think that means I had to answer it. Let's see what this says. Oh, okay. Who was your fave artist growing up? So, I feel like we all had that one artist or like band that we had a crush on growing up, and mine was definitely Justin Bieber. I loved Justin Bieber so much. That was like my first official fat crush. I had magazines of him, I had stickers of him, I had posters of him all up on my wall. Like I was not shy to say I loved Justin Bieber. There was something embarrassing that I used to do. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm admitting this, but bro, like I had a poster up on my wall, and I made out with the poster, bro. I kissed the poster, and it was to the point where the poster was like all good, like it was good condition, but like his lips were all like soggy and like the ink mixed together. Bro, it was bad. That's so embarrassing. I don't know why this question just like made me remember that. That was so cringe of me. Anyways. All right, please. I feel like we all did that though. I remember seeing a video on that of like how like being a girl, like that's like one thing you did, and I did that to Justin Bieber. Multiple things like that to Justin Bieber. Okay, next. Ooh, do I have a boyfriend? I do not, and I really do not want one because I realized not that long ago actually that I should never settle for less, and when someone or something is not giving me what I deserve, that I should just not have the time for it. I found myself making excuses for men, like if they did something that was crossing my boundaries, I made an excuse for them. I would be like, oh, well, maybe they were raised this way, or they weren't taught this, or maybe they need to let this out and that's just how they do it. No, you don't have to make excuses for men. They know exactly what they're doing, and if they don't fix things and be better for you, then I mean, come on, bro, just bye. Someone out there will literally be perfect for you, and I truly believe that. Like, if that's why I'm also not looking for anybody right now, because like if something is meant for me, it'll come to me. Like I don't see the need to search out like boyfriends or situationships or any of that. It's kind of a waste of time. Like, also just literally don't want a boyfriend right now. I feel like I'm not ready. I still need to get my shit figured out. I do not have time for a boy right now, especially one that's not going to benefit me in any way. No thanks. Next. Okay, we'll pick this one. Okay, wait, I think that's upside down. Okay, let's see. If you could be anything in the world, what would you be? Okay. I love this question because honestly, this is a moment for me to tell y'all something that I was super obsessed with when I was little, was being a mermaid. I was one of those girls who had the actual mermaid tails that you bought from like Etsy or something. I had a mermaid tail, and I would go to the public pool and I'm here swimming like a dolphin. Now that I look back at it, like I probably looked so stupid, but I thought I was a mermaid. I really thought I was a mermaid. I envied those like girls, or like I guess ladies that had being mermaid as a job. And I recently just seen a video of one of those like actresses, those mermaid actresses. They perform at like aquariums and stuff, and she was in a tank with a bunch of like fish, and then one of the big fish snapped at her head and grabbed onto her head. That was so terrifying. Also, you need like crazy lungs, and like you need to be super athletic, so that would never work for me now. But when I was little, I wanted to be one of those mermaid girls, and honestly, if I could choose anything in the world and like already be capable of doing it, I would definitely be one of those mermaid women. I love those mermaid women. Please. Maybe in another life. Next question. Ooh. What type of music do you listen to? Plus, where do you get your clothes? Okay, awesome question. We got a 2-in-1. So for the music, I literally listen to so many different genres. Metal to screamo to indie to rap. And apparently, recently I found out that I also like jazz. It's definitely a sub-genre of jazz. But like, I fuck with those instruments and shit, so... I like jazz too. What don't I like? And I'm also not one of those people who are like, I listen to every genre but country, because honestly, I fuck with country too. Like, there's some country that I can get down with. Like Willie Nelson, are you kidding me? As I'm editing this, I realized that I totally glossed over the question about where do I get my clothes from? So I'm here in editing going to answer that right now. So basically I get my clothing from vintage shops, thrifting, or literally Depop. Sometimes Poshmark, but that's kind of rare. Yeah, there we go. Next. Okay, we're coming down to the last few questions. Ooh, okay, this is honestly a really good one because I'm very open about this, obviously, like, kind of have to be, it's apparent. If you're comfy with it, of course I'm comfy with it, by the way. Could you talk about your lip filler and your experience? I'm thinking about it. First of all, I'm always gonna be transparent about anything I do, and yes, I do have lip filler. I started getting them a little bit over 2 years ago, I believe, and in total I've gotten 4 milliliters done, so every session you do, I specifically got a milliliter every session. Some people do like half a milliliter or whatever. I did 1 always. So they put cream on you, so you're pretty numb. The only thing you really feel is just like if someone were to pull like this. There's not really like any pain or anything. Maybe uncomfortable, but to be honest, whenever I had it done, like it felt like a facial. Like it felt good. Because I feel like I was in a spa, like the environment was good. I haven't got it done in like over a year though. Literally, the only thing that maybe hurts is when they do my top lip, because I think it's just super sensitive up there and like super thin, so you feel a slight pain, like a sting. But I've also heard people say like the sides of your lips really hurt, but those don't hurt me, it's just my top lip. And then for like 2 to 3 days after, you're swollen, maybe a little bruising, which is completely normal, and you just eat and drink the same. It's really not that, it's not that crazy. Like, definitely a lip piercing or something is 10 times worse. At least the healing process is, because you really have to be careful when you eat and stuff, but like with fillers, it's kind of the same. One thing with fillers though is you can't drink out of a straw for I think like 24 hours after getting them done, because then it can like move the filler because it's not finished like settling in your lip. And yeah, I think that's about it. But if you do want filler and you also want lip piercings, you can do both. I'm living proof, and I can do it through my lip as well. But if you have filler, you have to wait at least a year before you get a lip piercing, because it can literally like leak your filler, and that's expensive. It's too expensive to just leak. And also, you of course can get piercings and then lip filler after, but you have to make sure the piercings are fully healed. So that's it. There's not many tips or tricks or anything. It's just kind of just get them done. It's not that painful. Don't psych yourself out. You get numb, do barely feel anything. It's over in 15 minutes max. So you should get them. It was definitely a huge confidence booster. I love mine and I will continue to get them. So let's do the next one. Okay, so there's only 2 more left. I'm sad. I wish I got more questions, but a lot of the questions were either like freaky or just kind of ones that are just too quick. Like one of them was if I could like link my Spotify link or like post my Spotify link, but I don't even use Spotify, so I didn't include that question because like I literally just don't have one. I use YouTube Music. Oh, okay, fave game to play. So my favorite game at the moment is definitely, or at least the one I've been playing the most, is Outlast Trials. It's so scary. Definitely have to play with a friend. I will never play that game alone, no matter what. I will never play alone. And then like I play like Fortnite here and there, but I'm not gonna say it's my favorite. It was my favorite at one time, but like not anymore. Hoping to get back on Siege soon, and hopefully going to stream that when I eventually do. Yeah, that's it. I have like boring games right now. I haven't been playing like that. Okay, last one. Let's see. What piercings do you want to get / fave piercing? So with this question, two different people asked like the same kind of piercing question, so I just included both. A piercing I want to get, which will like kind of complete my piercing, well, besides the other nostril, I still have to do that. Ugh. But the next one I do want to get are angel bites. So not angel fangs, don't get it mistaken. Angel bites are the ones that are just like right here that don't go throughout the same side of the lip. You know what I mean? So it's just like these two. And then if you have snake bites and angel bites, then the 4 would be called canine bites. So it's just like 2 dots here, 2 dots here. That's what I want to get. And then that'll be it for like my lips and stuff. I feel like that would be complete and it'll look symmetrical. The only thing that's throwing my face off right now is literally not having the nostril piercing, so I do need to go ahead and do that, but I've been putting it off because it's just, I don't know, I'm just lazy. I don't feel like doing it right now. And slash fave piercing. I'd say my favorite piercing has to be probably my dahlias or my septum. My septum is like, I feel like without that my face isn't complete. Like I've just had it for so long, so like I'm just so used to it. It's part of me now, so probably that one. But since these are the new, like one of my new ones, my dahlias, I definitely say those are probably my favorite. You know, people do say like, oh my god, I'll be live and then people will be like, you're pretty if you didn't have the piercings. Like, bro, if you don't think the piercings are pretty, then you just don't get it. So thank you for whoever asked a question, and I'm sorry if I didn't get to your question. I'll probably be doing another Q&A another time just because this was super fun, and next time hopefully I have more questions as well. Oh, there was a question I wanted to include that asked about my hobbies. So I didn't print it out, but one of my hobbies, since I pulled this up, is sewing. I've been sewing. I took 2 years of sewing in middle school, and so I like knew the basics. So like this year I picked back up on it and I've been sewing. I did this little basket thing. Like, are you kidding me? And I put little buttons on it. So cute. And I've also just been sewing, like upcycling a lot of clothes and stuff, and coloring is also, I guess you could say, a hobby. I paint sometimes and make things out of clay. Yeah, it's just fun stuff like that. I love crafting. Crafting is like, so like sewing is like crafting to me. I love anything to do with crafts. I feel like that'll be one thing I'll always do, is craft things. So that concludes the questionnaire. Hopefully I'll do one again soon because this was super fun. And thank you again to everybody who asked me a question, because without y'all I wouldn't have these little fun little questions. So thank you for watching. As always, I hope you enjoyed. Bye bye.